so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why we
Yo, we are back. Episode 81 of the Not the Same podcast, hosted by this one word over right here. C-Micah, that word, rice eating one word over there. Robert D. Man, what's up, brother? I don't know why you were shocked. You heard the music, brother.
I took one last bite. That mother came up. I was like,
It's just like a one word. I know I got time for one more bite. One more.
Yeah. I'm good, man.
Hagens, what up, sir?
You from St. Louis? I had that good old Rice
don't
House.
Just say Rice House. We messed up with Coach last time, man. Coach don't even have that job no more. When he had this man say the wrong name. Salute to Conzo Martin, though, man. He did a good job.
Conzo
Martin.
I'm sure something here to come on. Hey, what's up, little bro? What up, Mr. G? We saw we missed last week, but life happened, and ain't nothing really going on in sports.
Yeah, that's right. What he said. All right, man, if you are watching us right now live on Facebook, YouTube, or MTMV Sports YouTube channel, please do us a favor, do us a solid, do what you see on the screen. Hit that like button. And, when we see the like button, it's kind of doing the Microsoft thing. Hold on.
Yeah. Hey, man, chill out. We on Apple tonight.
I know we on Apple, but the Apple thing still do the Microsoft little spinning bubble. They advertise there. But anyway, do what you see on the screen and hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same podcast, do us a favor. Go ahead and subscribe, man. What you waiting on? You know what I'm saying? Get some of this good content. You know what I mean? Yeah, and hit the notification bell so you can always be notified when we are live every other Tuesday, every Wednesday night, and every Thursday night for our music and faith show, for our Bible study show, and our sports show. You know what I mean? And Hagens,
no,
that's not why, but it was just a joke, bro. It was just a joke. That ain't why. It's because I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I respect him, man. Coach was cool. I'm glad he came on. Nah, that ain't what it is neither. They hired another one, so that ain't it.
Oh, man. Anyways, I want to give a shout out to our MTMV Sports fam. You know, we are on the MTMV Sports Network tonight, so shout out to the famo. Shout out to Life Show TV, Praise 365 Radio, 520 Collective. Yeah, I know. It's
struggling.
It's the rice.
It's the rice. Too much rice from the Rice House.
365 Radio, 520 Collective, His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, RYC Praise News, Live Radio. I know I said them, but I want to say it right without the laughter. And once again, our MTMV Sports Famo, Parable Radio. I think that is everybody. I'm going to get it together. I promise you, man. I promise you I'm going to get it together.
Yeah. And special prayers out to our sister Sis. Our sister C. We'll just say it like that.
Yeah, man.
Head up and good thoughts, good vibes to our sis, man. All right, man, let's get into what's popping. Somebody tell me what's popping. What's popping? Number one, the WNBA News All-Star Weekend and wrap-up. WNBA celebrated their All-Star Weekend during, this is the smartest marketing they've ever done, and I want to, you know what, brother, I got to give them a big... Finally, they decided to focus on the people that actually love basketball over just one particular community. Nothing wrong with the one particular community. That's your business. But they focused on the basketball, and they went to the place right when the NBA Summer League was going on, and everybody was there in Las Vegas for basketball. So them having their All-Star Weekend was perfect timing. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, so to wrap up, first of all, looking at the comments. First of all, shout out to the WNBA. They finally get it. We've been complaining about the WNBA being small-minded on their marketing, trying to get just one particular community. Not knocking the community, but so many basketball is universal, man. Like, everybody loves basketball around. Go to China. You'll see what I'm talking about. But they was in Vegas doing the Summer League, highlighted. First of all, shout out to the WNBA. Hey, give them another clap for going away from that dollar store trophy and actually going to Zales and getting a nice big trophy for them ladies.
Man, last year,
Kelsey Plum had this little bitty dollar store family dollar.
Hey, Hagens just said it. Hagens just said it.
So that was an upgrade. But this is what happened, man. In the skills challenge, Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum, they both won the WNBA skills challenge. If you don't know what that is, it's a series of skills: passing, shooting,
they do
layups,
it in the NBA. Same
all
thing.
that good stuff. They do it in the NBA. Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum both came away with that. Team Asia Wilson versus Team Breanna Stewart. Let me move this up a little bit. So Team Stewart won 143 versus Team Wilson 127, highlighted by team captain Asia Wilson having 20 points, 5 boards. Last year's MVP, Kelsey Plum, she led the Wilson team with 30 points and 5 assists and a losing effort. She's nice with it. Team captain Breanna Stewart only had 9 points, but Brittany Griner had a few dunks. Yes, a few, not just one, with 18 points, 13 boards, and the MVP, Jewel Lloyd of Seattle Storm. My girl had 31 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. You dig what I'm saying? So,
Mr. G, you are not right. Had to do a layaway for that trophy.
Yeah, they had to, man. If y'all they heard the jokes. The trophy last year was sad, bro. The trophy last year looked like this rice box. That's how small it was, bro. Like she was holding it with her pinkies.
Yes, sir. That job was skeet as a mud. Hey, man, let me say that. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, you good.
I want to give a special shout out to Sabrina Ionescu for the 3-point contest. She hit 20 threes in a row. She hit 37 points in a 3-point contest. She literally hit 20 threes in a row. Nobody in the NBA has ever done that. She nice. She got that
She
J.
nice with it.
And NBA, WNBA, set this up right now, a 3-point shooting contest between her and Steph Curry. Do it now when it's the dead season of sports, and you're going to get ratings because she's a very popular WNBA player. Y'all know Steph Curry. He running everything. My man hit a hole-in-one in golf. He is running everything. Put them two together. Let them have a shooting contest, man. Salute.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. But, hey, big salute to her, man. She a baller, and she got a J. She got a trigger for your tail. For real.
Yeah, and check this out. 3-point, if I'm not mistaken, 3-point line the same distance. The ball just smaller. So it's the same thing. Same thing, fam. I don't want to hear, it's a W.
No.
She broke an NBA/WNBA record. Ain't nobody ever did that. Not Bird, not Craig, not Curry. Nobody. So going into
why would you say Craig? I'm thinking Friday.
Right. not to Auntie. Nobody has ever done it, man. But top 5, we're going to wrap up the WNBA real quick. Top 5 league leaders going into this. 19-2 Aces. I still think they're going back-to-back. The New York Liberty is now second in the league at 14-5. Connecticut Sun, 15-6. We have Atlanta Dream at 12-8. And Dallas Wings, 12-9. So WNBA is really taking hold and grabbing this platform. So hopefully these sisters can get up off these public flights. So that crap that happened last year, they got exposed a lot last year that it don't happen. And shout out to our sis, C. Monroe, Sports Talk with C, who was there for it all. She was sideline reporter. She's been on the show a few times.
Yeah.
She was there for a sideline reporter.
Co-host of the Full 94 podcast. Big salute to our sis, man.
Definitely want to give her flowers, you know what I'm saying, our MTMV famo.
What's up, Julie?
She was out there reporting. She actually had a clip up where she was in the conference room and asked Brittany Griner an all-star question about what did it mean to be an all-star after everything she had went through with Russia, and Brittany answered the question. So shout out. Big things going on with MTMV, man.
All part of the family, man. So big salute again to our sis, man. All right, man. Last one, another big shout out to Sabrina Ionescu, man. That was awesome what she did. And another I give a round of applause one more time for the WNBA for focusing on basketball fans, man. Me and Rob have been saying this for probably 2 years, and they starting to get it. I know they didn't listen to us, but I'm glad they listened to somebody. To help them out, man, because it's not bad. It's not bad TV, man. It's actually good TV. You know what I'm saying? These girls can hoop for real. I mean, they ain't trash out there. They ain't blowing, smoking layups all the time. These girls can hoop, man. These girls can hoop.
Man. Yeah.
All right, MLB news, All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, man. If you look at the MLB news, first of all, the National League wins the All-Star Game 3-2 for the first time since 2012, bro. That's 11 years for you slow folks. Because I'm just gonna give you the math. They won for the first time 3-2. All I can say is baseball can be boring, but it was a fun game. I don't normally watch. I watch playoffs. I watch the All-Star Game. Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. won the home run derby from So the home run derby was so. It ain't like it used to be when McGuire and Sosa, Bonds, and all them was in it. But it's still in Pujols when he got in it a little bit. It was still all right, though. But, shout out to Blue Jays player Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He took home the home run derby. Also, standings then switched up. Out in the AL East, the Orioles is now number 1. The Tampa Bay Rays are no longer number 1. AL Central, Twins, 49 and 47. AL West, the Texas Rangers are now 58 and 39. In the NL East, the Braves are 61 and 32. NL Central, the Brewers are 52 and 43. And the Cards, we're not in the bottom of the NL Central no more. We're actually 43 and 53. So we looking 10 games under 500. Just get the 500, man. Just get the 500.
Please just get the 500 because we suck
get
again.
The 500, bro.
Salute to the homie Julius say go Braves. Braves they always good. But salute to the Braves, man. They always consistent, very consistent team. He said they had 8 All-Stars, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's crazy. National, crazy. National League West, the Dodgers are 55 and 40. And if you're looking at the score scrolling across right now, man, I don't know what's going with the MLB, but they didn't came off All-Star. Look at that, Dodgers 10-3, Blue Jay, Padres 9, Giants and Reds 10-11, White Sox Mets 10. It's crazy, man. They just out there just swinging.
What up to our homie, The Voice? He say, shout out to the home run derby. So the home run derby is different without the juice. Noted. You know what, You know what, The Voice? That's facts. Bruce Lee on the trading block now, but not to the Dodgers. Yep, I heard about that. He talking about Shohei Ohtani, who is awesome. He is awesome at pitching and hitting, and he's on the trading block. We'll see.
Yeah, man.
I bet he gonna end up with the Yankees or somewhere like that, man. He gonna get placed.
It'll be a popular team
because he's not as popular as he should be. As awesome as that dude is, enough people don't know who that guy is because he's in a non-glamour market. Although he's in basically L.A., he's not getting the pub like the Dodgers or a big time team. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, NBA news. Kyrie gets a new shoe deal.
Bro, let me tell you.
That boy got paid, and the young dog boys get paid, young hitter get paid. That boy got paid.
Look, Nike got rid of him. Everybody tried to get him because he didn't want to get the jab, as everybody called it. Let me tell you what the jab got him. That boy went over there to China where it was. Let me stop.
That boy went over there where it was all originated. You get it when you get home.
Hey,
he went to the motherland.
He went to the motherland. Like, you don't want the jab?
Not the African motherland. The mother.
Anyways.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Kyrie gets a deal. $126 million, bro. $126 million shoe deal.
Yes, sir.
Following the likes of D-Wade, Kyrie understand that China supports basketball.
Yes, sir.
And you're not getting the jab. So, I mean, look, he got his money, bro.
All right.
He got his money. $126 million, bro. They might not be I put it this way. Nike put all the hieroglyphics and third eyes and pyramids on his shoes. I'm serious. They did all this on Kyrie's shoes because I stopped buying them for Devin when I saw the symbolism on that joint. Real talk. That's just me in my house. Do what you do.
That's right.
He about to go to China. That boy gonna have some glowing pyramids. You just watch it, wait and see what I tell you.
I will say this on the business tip, man. Big salute to Kyrie, man, because though I don't agree with all his stances, he's staying him, and he's standing up for whatever he believe in. I ain't got to agree with it, but I can agree with him standing. And I will say this, that boy got paid, and he didn't just get a shoe deal. He also got creative control of his shoe. He got up in, like, the front office of the shoe company. And the shoe company's name is Anta. It's the shoes that Klay Thompson wear and a couple other players. I believe C.J. McCullough wear them, and they're not terrible looking shoes. All these Chinese shoes are not trash. Like Dwayne Wade got the Way of Ways. I don't know who make his shoes, but I think his shoe is his own brand. Just like you got Jordan brand, it's the Way of Wade brand. I saw the latest Way of Ways. Them joints was not trash. Now some of used to have them spree wells on them joints.
Right.
And I was like, man, what is you doing? But these new ones, they look all right, man. And Kyrie shoes sell, like Julius said. His shoe gonna sell because people like Kyrie. We'll see if he get a good shoe. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it's limited. Some people are strictly Nike, and I get that. But when it comes to hooping, if the shoe feel good and it look good, they'll start wearing it. Look, people wear Under Armour. Under Armour shoes are some funny looking shoes 90% of the time, but they be comfortable.
When them Currys drop,
Yeah.
Everybody
like
had
Curry.
on some Curry.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna tell you something though on why this is a good business deal, and Julia said it better. My man said he gonna make more than 126 million.
Of course.
China has billions. Their
Yes, sir.
population is
Yes.
big.
And they
he go over
love
there.
basketball.
They
They
love
love
that. If you don't
basketball.
believe me, ask Stephon Marbury. He had the ugliest shoes. That man got a statue. He had some Starberries.
Yeah.
Like, but they were selling out over that joint. So Kyrie is looking at a worldwide type domination as opposed to American. Because although we rock Jordans over here, if you go outside the U.S., ain't nobody getting killed over no J's. It's all types of stuff on folks' feet. So.
Hey, can say the Wade shoes are ugly though. I just saw some recently that looked all right, but 90% of them do be ugly. But the ones I saw recently, I was like, man, these joints nice. I ain't buying them though. Mr. G say bring back the Dada Supreme. Man, I ain't heard about them in so long. No Dada.
Hey, not the Dada Supremes,
bruh.
Hey, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you when you got to talking about some he him. I thought you was saying he had came out because I thought you was pronouncing me, bro. Let's go. No.
All right, man. We're going to move right along for that. NCAA news, Northwestern hazing. I forgot the coach's name. You'll know it. And then we'll talk about some Bob Huggins stuff, but we'll go with Northwestern first. Yeah, Patrick Fitzgerald. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so, hey, if y'all don't know about this, man, this is starting to become very disturbing. Especially with me, I got a son that's getting ready to go to college. Not football, but this is the type of stuff that be coming up. So I'm going to read this out a little bit. Northwestern has fired Coach Pat. This happened a few weeks ago, but then some more stuff came out just yesterday. Northwestern has fired their coach, Patrick Fitzgerald, days after details surfaced alleged graphic in instances of hazing with the program. The school announced Monday night Fitzgerald's departure comes 3 days after he was initially suspended without pay for 2 weeks. Fallout from the hazing scandal that has upended the Northwestern football program continued Wednesday with former athletes speaking out against the athletic department allegedly abusive culture. Their public remarks came after 2 lawsuits were filed this week against university leaders, including ex-Wildcats coach Pat Fitzgerald. Warren Miles Long, a running back and linebacker from 2013 to 17, said sexual violence and sexual assault was rampant during his time with the program. Lloyd Yates, who played quarterback and receiver from 2015 to 2017, said the university and football program has let us down. We were thrown into a culture where physical, emotional, and sexual abuse was normalized, Yates said. He also added that the school's culture was especially devastating for many players of color. This is sickening, bro.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? This is sickening because I'm going to let you go, but the reason it's sickening is because a lot of times when you're in urban neighborhoods, the only way out is to sell drugs or play some type of sport. You get a scholarship, you go, and now you're kind of peer pressured into, if I don't play these old foolery games with these boys, then I'm gonna lose my scholarship, or this is before NIL deals. My mama gonna lose the house, or I ain't gonna get this under table money, and we got rent to pay, or whatever the case may be, bro. Like whatever happened, and the fact that he's a former player, he knew this type of stuff was going on. Pat Fitzgerald, he was a linebacker for them, so he knows the culture. He was an apprentice, took over, he was winning. But when you win, things get swept under the rug until now you're in this movement where things are coming to light, and here Northwestern is. So there better be some sanctions, some suspensions, some scholarships taken, something, bro.
Yeah, I hate hazing culture. I know it's prevalent in gangs. It's prevalent in fraternities. It's prevalent in they even do it like in band. Like when you part of band, like my homeboy that was in band, he got to get hazed. Listen, dog, hazing is wrong, but there's levels to this, right? I'm not with hazing, but some of the stuff that was happening, man, if I don't want to be, if you got your kids in the room, just cover their ears for a second. Listen, if you know what the term teabagging is, you shouldn't get being teabagged by another grown man. And that's the type of crap is going on. They make them strip butt naked, and other dudes come butt naked and put their genitals on folks, and they call that hazing. You know what I call that? I call that Pride Month activity. If you part of that movement, you part of that movement. But bruh, that is so wild that you gonna force somebody to do that because, you know, he missed a tackle, all right? And they used to call it he got to get ran, right? So they gonna have him in a room with a bunch of naked dudes, and you got to be naked and run around and get assaulted. You know what I'm saying? Not penetrated, but I'm just saying assaulted rubbed up against by another man. Like, man, I would have knocked some of them dudes out. You got to kick me off team, man. Screw this scholarship. You ain't finna do this. You know what I mean? Like this, what is this? And the coach, for him to turn his head, and a lot of that comes from, and this is not real prevalent in black culture. That's what I'm saying. It's not real prevalent in black culture. This is prevalent in private school, boys only schools. You know, like we got a what's the one here? Chaminade, like a Chaminade, or I'm trying to think of this one down the street from me. But yeah, we'll just say Dismet. People that go to schools like that, they ain't went to school with no woman for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So they get to doing goofy stuff like this, and like, oh no, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just horseplay. Look, bruh, let me tell y'all something. Me and Rob, did Christian rap for years, right? Me and Rob would go on the road trips together. Me and Rob would share a room. I have never seen this brother close off. He has never seen me close off. Ain't nothing funny about that. Ain't no jokes. Ain't no game. This man is married. I'm married. None of that.
Even if I wasn't, that ain't popping, bro.
That ain't popping. Like, son, some screws off with you for that to be cool, man. Like, man, nah, dog, kick me off. And I'm swinging on somebody before I get kicked off, though. Man, you lost your mind. Talking about, man, for the team. Man, all right, man, let's go ahead, bro. Got a little fire.
Moving right along to Bob Huggins. This one we're seeking the reinstatement. So if y'all don't know, West Virginia coach Bob Huggins, this man got
fired. Forced to resign.
But he was drunk. And I ain't talking about just a little drunk. I'm talking about like
lit.
My man was so gone, he thought he was in a different state. He thought he was on the basketball trip.
My man, I believe, was in Pittsburgh and said he was in Ohio. That boy was gone.
He was gone. Anyways, he says he never resigned and that he has lawyers now. He's trying to get his job back. He was like, look, y'all don't have nothing on paper. I ain't signed nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
I'll be there this season to coach my boys. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Huggins, he is a staple of West Virginia basketball. And if they can, they'll probably end up sweeping it under the rug and letting them back on.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. Nah, dog, you resign. I know your resignation letter came from your wife's computer, and you tried to go back. He literally had a meeting. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know I got y'all laughing on that teabag thing. But nah, listen, man. He literally had a meeting with his players saying that he's resigning. You know why he's doing this, Rob? Because he felt like there was a clause from his lawyer where he could get an extra $1 million. Because he resigned. He didn't get fired. You know what's going to end up happening? They're going to fire his butt. You know what happens when you get fired? They ain't got to pay you nothing else. That's right. So,
you can turn
Huggins,
the song off.
Look, brother.
No, sir.
Hey, pop another bottle, stay home and chill, dog. Take the money you getting. Calm down. All right, man, let's go to Soapbox Segment. Well,
hold on, bro. We got NBA rules change. We got one more. We ain't rolling with it. So, real quick, NBA rules change for the 2024. Look, in-game, I want to talk about this because the in-game flopping is now done. James Harden can't flop no more. All these guys just flop under the new rule. When a game official calls a flop or a physical act that reasonably appears to be intended to cause the officials to call a foul on another player, the offending player will be charged a non-unsportsmanlike technical foul, and the opposing team will be awarded one free throw attempt, which could be attempted by any player who is in the game when the technical foul is assessed. A player will not be ejected from a game based on flopping. That's one rule change. The other rule change is the challenge, which I like this one. The coach's challenge has been expanded. To award teams a second challenge if their first challenge is successful. This could have helped a lot of teams in the playoffs where they used their challenge early. They could have challenged again and actually won, but coulda, woulda, shouldas. It's going to happen this season. A team must continue to use a timeout to trigger a challenge, which means a team will not be able to use it first or second challenge unless there's still a timeout available. So if you're out of timeouts, there's no challenges. And that is the update on the NBA rule changes. It may seem small, but some of these teams that be flopping hard, bro, like the art of flopping. Pat Bev known for flopping. It's going to be Tech City around here.
That's what I feel about both of those rules.
Yeah,
Salute.
No doubt.
It should have been 2 challenges. I think if you win, you should be able to keep your challenge. That's what I think, because a lot of coaches don't use their challenge to the end of the game, but it'd be something totally egregious that happened in the beginning of the game, and they don't want to do it because they're trying to save it, you know.
Right.
And as for the flopping thing, yeah, it should have been out the game. That's how a lot of people run their score up. Trae Young used to do it, man. He go around the pick, flop his head back, and then he getting 3 shots over and over again. A lot of players did it, man. So, yeah, man, salute to them. But, man, with that being said, let's get to the soapbox segment.
Soapbox.
This is our soapbox segment where me and Rob both go in on a particular subject for 2 minutes. We say whatever's on our mind. Rob normally goes in on particular sports subjects. I normally go in on whatever the price of cheese is in China that day. It just depends on the day with me, and we'll see what's going to happen today. But as usual, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
Yeah, man.
Let's get it.
Hey, check, man. And all of this foolery dealing with Carly Russell, I want to put a spotlight on how serious mental health is in sports. If you don't know who Carly Russell is, trust me, we'll talk about her tomorrow. It ain't about that for the night. It's about sports. Popular athletes who suffer from mental health, people like Simone Biles, Ricky Williams, Serena Williams, Abby Warbeck, Hall of Fame soccer player, Naomi Osaka, who's a young 20, suffered with anxiety and depression, even took time off of tennis. Michael Phelps, so after the pandemic hit, my man just went into some serious mental health things, paranoid, messed it up. My point is this. Mental health, this is the problem with mental health. The data from the American College of Sports Medicine indicates that 35% of our elite athletes struggle with eating disorders, burnout, depression, and anxiety. Mental health issues can affect anyone almost at any stage of life. Athletes handle extreme requirements and pressure so they can be subject to more stress triggers more than anybody else as far as the average person goes. To get more specific, here's a handful of stuff that's going on. The stressful culture, lifestyle requirements, competitive environment, a tendency toward perfectionism, and the impact of social stigma. The reason I'm bringing this up, this chick lied and said she got kidnapped, all for the sake of attention. Well, there's people who actually are killing themselves.
Right.
This is a sports show, so I'm just trying to tell you how big mental health is. Simone Biles, Michael Phelps, these are Hall of Famers with the exception of Ricky Williams, but these are Hall of Famers, and a young lady in her 20s who suffered from mental health. And for her to have a whole hoax of being kidnapped, there's something mentally going on. Now, it set us back. You know, when somebody say they've been kidnapped, people you know how that goes. But the point that I'm making is mental health is serious, man. And in sports, sometimes we need to kind of sit back. We be on Anthony Davis, calling him Mr. Glass. We don't know the mental health stuff that he's struggling with because he can't even step off the steps without cracking an ankle. So I can understand how bad that can be and the pressure, you know, to perform. Even the likes of LeBron James, Ja Morant, and I know I'm going over mental health, so you start using coping mechanisms. I just thought about it because, like I said, this young lady is obviously suffering for attention, for whatever it may be. And that's my soapbox, man.
Salute. Very, very good point, man. I agree. I didn't hear that last part till you just said it. I didn't know she had did it for attention. I'm not shocked, not saying that I blame
it was
the
a
woman
hoax,
for
bro.
doing it, but I'm just not shocked because in the times we live in, man, a lot of people do things for attention. Some of the worst things that we ever got was the availability to go live on phones and post our life on phones. That is bad for a lot of people, especially kids these days. All right, my soapbox is this here, man. I'm going to say, me and Rob kind of talked about this before the show started. I had a whole nother soapbox, but then I kind of got in my feelings about something I was talking about. As you know, if you've been watching our show on the regular, you know that me and my brother are both in the process of remodeling our homes. When I decided to get my home remodeled, me and my wife had money saved up, and we decided to go find some people to do the work for us. And we got 3 different bids from 3 different people. Some of the people look like us. Some of the people look like the color of the back of that banner back there. Some of the people look other colors, whatever. We try to go with the best bid. We end up choosing the bid for the people that look like us. It actually ended up being the most expensive bid, but we chose because we wanted to reinvest into our own community, right? And although it's going pretty good and pretty well, what I hate with a passion, with the fire 7 hells, is the way we act sometimes as a culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get the stigma of black people are being lazy. They don't show up. You know, that's another word for the one word we say. And a lot of times we hate to be called that by people up outside our race. But then when you're helping another brother look like you, you do the exact same thing people call you about. And that's what I hate. Like, you don't show up on time. You know what I'm saying? You show up late. You leave early. You take days off out the blue. You miss deadlines. You halfway do stuff. You prop stuff up like it's really done, but it ain't done. We got to do better, black people. We got to do. I shouldn't feel like, man, if I went to the other company, I knew it would have been right. I shouldn't have that much confidence in another company just because it's a different race, because it shouldn't be about that. I should be able to trust the people in my own community and be able to build up the people in my own community to put wealth into our own community and trust that they do it right. And on top of all that, I should really be able to trust believers. And I'm striking out twice on those two areas, and it really frustrates me. We should be able to do better, because at the end of the day, my house going to get done. But it ain't being done to the highest level like it should be, like I should expect for the money I'm paying. And I feel like that happens too many times with us when it comes to doing things in a business type sense, whether they're doing some work around the house, whether they're doing yard work or whatever. We cut corners, and we got to stop doing that. Do stuff professional. Brown people, black people, be professional.
I'm looking at that too.
I'm laughing at Hagen. One word be messing stuff up, being new one word. Let's see. Send this clip to the renovator Rob on behalf of C. All right, this is our debate fuel segment. I'm gonna get off this. This is our debate fuel segment when me and Rob go in particular topics on the sports. I don't know what I'm about to say. Me and Rob go in for 5 minutes on particular topics.
One word talk.
One word. That's what it is. I got frustrated. All right, man. So here's the first subject, man. Y'all know what we do right here.
That boy just said, man, y'all know what it is. You didn't watch it.
I know what it is. Watch the show. You've been watching the show. All right. NBA Summer League champs and standouts. NBA Summer League champs and standouts. Mr. Davis, who are some of the standouts and the champs you got for the NBA Summer League, brother?
Well, for the
we know who the
League,
champs are, but
yeah, I'll go with some of the standouts for me. For me, the biggest standout in Summer League from the champion Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr. He was the third overall pick. My man is balling, bro. Like he averaged 35 per game. The Rockets gonna be a problem, especially with Udoka being the coach this year. Some of my other standouts, Wembanyama. I know his first game was kind of subpar. His second game showed everybody with Josh, shut up, I ain't played in 3 months. 27 points, 12 boards, and 3 blocks against the Blazers. Yo guy, one of my big standouts. Grizzlies Lofton Jr. had a solid summer. In Utah, 19, 3, 4. That's all I can say. Like my man averaged 19 in the Summer League. So those are my standouts, and then we'll talk about the championship in a minute.
So the champions were the Cleveland Cavaliers. They had two people on their team that really stood out to me. Now, one of them shouldn't be in the G League because he's like 29 or 27, but the boy was shooting the cover off the ball. It was a dude named Sam Merrill. Every screen he came off is cash. He was averaging 5 and 6 threes a game. Another person on their team that stood out to me is somebody that played for my college team, and I didn't think he would be worth a dime. I'm not cursing, a dime in the NBA because the way he played in college. But this NBA game was much better for him. This young guy named Imani Bates. He's been popular for years.
Yeah, man.
He was balling out there. And Whitmore, that's another guy like Mr. G said. But Imani Bates was hooping, man. And I did not expect that for him because Imani Bates is so skinny. And in college, he didn't play. He wasn't a system guy. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people, when they're in college, they just going to be the scorer because a lot of parents, Robin's parents are kids that play basketball. You know what I mean? Right. But my brother, me and my brother are both coaching right now, coaching some of his kids. And my brother don't treat his kids like, okay, we're going to build a whole team around my kids and make my kids look good. But that's what happened to most of these talented kids. So they don't build up their weaknesses. They just build up all their good parts and put everybody on their team that's around them and make him look great. And then when they get to the NBA, they end up being trash. That's what was happening in Imani Bates. So I want to give him a big salute to Imani Bates. and as well as Hager said Orlando Robinson. Yeah, he was hooping too.
Yeah, he was
Go
hooping
ahead,
too.
bro.
Yeah, my bad. Cavs did win. I don't know why I said the Rockets. I actually got so the standouts for me for the championship. Both teams made the noise like we talked about, but
Yeah.
I had the Rockets as being the most problematic for next season with the new coach, and this is why. Off-season moves like Van Vliet. They got Dylan Brooks. They got
Yes,
Sam
sir.
Merrill, Amani Bates, Isaiah. I'm sorry. They got Aaron Holiday, Patty Mills, Iman
Yep.
Thompson, and Cam Whitmore. So with the Rockets getting them, I think they're gonna be a problem. And then on the Cleveland side, they got Sam Merrill, Amani
Yeah.
Bates, Isaiah Mobley, who's the
Yeah.
older brother of Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland and the Rockets, I'm not saying they're going to be number one, but I can see them being top 5 in the East and West this season. Cleveland was already good. And with the way the Rockets are set up with the vets
Top
and the
5?
young boys, top
for the
5
Rockets?
for the Cleveland.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say the
Cleveland.
Rockets.
I
All right.
said
Yeah,
for the-
Cleveland. I
for-
can see
For
Cleveland.
Cleveland, top 5.
Definitely.
For the Rockets,
Definitely.
with that coach, I can see them being Boston. They can be a problem. Because Boston came out of nowhere when they had that young core after
Yeah.
Kyrie pulled his skirt move.
Yeah.
And they had there you go.
I respect the coach. I respect Dylan Brooks, even though he ain't with my team no more. He's a good player. I respect Van Fleet. I would love to see how it's going to work out for them, man. But it's definitely possible. They got a lot of young talent, man. I like the big guy, Sengun. He's very, very good, very skilled. You know what I'm saying? Tara Easton. They got a lot of nice players. Julius say they got a steal in Monty Bates, and so did Houston with 20 Pitt. Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore should have
Cam
never
went
dropped
all
like
the way
he
to
did.
20.
Yeah,
he
he
went
should
all
have
the way
never
to
dropped
20.
like that. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That's a chip on your shoulder. You want a young
yeah.
bull like that.
You definitely want that, man. So I love the Summer League, man, as we wrap this up, man. Summer League, I enjoy it. You know, it got to the end. I think I had one too many games to watch, but I'm happy about it. The championship game was good, but it ended up being a blowout. But I love the Summer League, man. One of these years, me and Rob going to go out there, man. We'll be out there. You know what I'm saying?
If we
gotta
wasn't
get out
building,
there.
we would have been out there this year. That was the plan, but
but we had to be
home
builders.
first.
Yeah, home first, on God. All right, man. Next subject. All right, here we go. Can we officially call Zion Williamson a bust now? Can we officially call Zion Williamson a bust now? And this gonna be, I'm gonna give you props, brother. I want to see what you gonna say, cause you is a dookie. So what you think, bro?
I am, but it's only been 3 years and he's a 2-time All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
I can't call nobody who's a 2-time All-Star averaging 25, 7, and 3 in his career
Yes.
a bust. Now, what can I say? He's injury prone. Problem is he's only played 114 games out of 246. That's less than 50% of his games. So his undiscipline with the weight, off-court choices spilling over, you know what I'm saying? Deciding to, mess with certain people and thinking it was going to work. You know what I mean? He's not a bust, folks.
No.
3 years and he's a 2-time All-Star. He's not a bust, and that's why the Pelicans paid him. I'll let you go, and then I can tell you the things he is a bust on, though.
I think he's far from a bust, but I think they should have traded him. I think he's an awesome player. I think he is box office. I think he gets the numbers. I think he's unguardable. He's really a small forward size with a power forward strength, right?
Yeah.
So he's too quick for big man, too big for really 3 guys. He's a matchup nightmare. He's
like Barkley
awesome.
used to be.
Yes, he's like Barkley, but even more athletic. The thing with Zion, why I think he should have been traded, because he need to be around some real vets. And I ain't saying he ain't got some vets there, but he need to be somewhere where like, say if they sent him to your team, he could not play for the Heat being fat like that. They would not allow it. You feel what I'm saying? They would not allow that. He would definitely be a bust playing for them, because he's like, nah, I don't care how awesome you is, you ain't playing. He got to get on the program. And what matters now, he got to find out how important is basketball to him. Because right now he living the star life. He battled on the Zion 3. He got his own shoe. He got, he's messing around, sleeping with Instagram models, getting them pregnant and all that. And I understand my man is 23. Him and Ja, they got 2 different worlds, but they kind of going through the same type stuff. Being young, dumb, and the other part. Basically, that's what's going on with them. And just like we needed to get some vets, They need to get a vet that can get to him. They need somebody to get to him, a real vet. Like, I know, Mr. G, what vet? Only the Heat got real vets. That's why I say, what would he be like if he got to the Heat? He need a vet that would challenge him publicly. And be like, nah, Zion need to get his big butt in shape. Say that on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like,
either some vets or
a real coach, a strong coach.
You got to have a strong-headed coach who done won. Like
I don't hate their coach. I think they got I like Willie. I believe it's Willie Green.
But
I like their coach.
You
need a vet coach though.
This is what I'll say, and D can attest to this. Sometimes you have a player's coach. I would say that I'm a officer's manager. You dig what I'm saying? Meaning you cool with your players.
Yes, sir.
They'll listen to you. Yes, but then when it's trying to discipline, you got to say it 1 or 2 times because you done been so cool, and you got to try to keep that balance. And that's what happens when you have a player's coach, where you can have a pop, or you can have a spose, or you can have you get out of pocket. They check you immediately, and it's like, man, you right, and they go sit their tails down. You dig what I'm saying? And Zion needs one of those stern type coaches, and not a player's coach. You know what I mean? Because he's coming from the standpoint of Willie Green is coming from the standpoint like myself. Oh man, I've been there. I was in it. You know what I'm saying? I was in the uniform. For him, oh yeah, I played, and when I played, this is how we did it, and I want to do things that that's not what he needs, and you just got to keep that.
Right. I feel like, and it's ironic that Zion and Ja, like from the same area, grew up around each other, and they kind of having the same problems. I feel the same for my coach. I like my coach, but I feel like both organizations enabled them because both organizations ain't had a superstar like that. So they kind of enabled that. We'll let the friends hang around. We'll let him, we'll be cool on the diet as long as he show up. But other players, they'll be like, nah, you don't do this, you'll get cut. And that's what they really needed. Although they got the great talent, they needed somebody to get in their butt. They need to get on their butt. They need to get cussed out. They need to get talked bad too. If you hooped and you had a tough coach, I guarantee you love tough coach way more than a player's coach. The player's coach you cool with, but you need a coach to be real. Nah, dog, you trash. I'm taking you out because you playing like trash right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Point blank, period. I respect those coaches. That's what I like as a coach.
All players don't respect it.
That's all right. And for example, like Rob saying, like I tell Rob, man, this player didn't like this. I'm like, did we win? That's my point. Because winning is most important to me as when I was a basketball player, any sport, anything I'm doing, I'm all about winning. So when you're about winning, you understand everybody ain't the superstar. Somebody got to fit in the role. And sometimes a superstar, and that's what I love about. We're gonna move after this. That's what I love about Greg Popovich. He talked to them at first and say, "Look, I got to be able to talk to you, like I talk to everybody else." Remember what he used to do, Tim Duncan? He'll pull Tim Duncan out, cuss him out in front of everybody, just like he do everybody else. Look how great he was. He need the same thing, man.
And I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on. Who don't want him? Because I take Zion over Bam. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. I take Zion over Bam.
Awesome, dog. You get Zion with discipline, in shape, Zion, bruh.
Yeah, let's move on. You tripping, little bro.
You tripping. All right, next subject. Is the NFL right in not really paying running backs big contracts? Is the NFL right in not really paying running backs big contracts? I'm speaking of right now, Saquon Barkley is at a kind of standstill with the New York Giants right now. Can't get his pay. You know what I mean? A couple of other running backs. The way it's kind of set up right now, running backs, they don't really pay. Ezekiel Elliott that was playing for the Cowboys ended up getting shipped out, although he did all this for the team, because once you really get past that rookie contract, they ain't trying to give you big bread no more. But is it right, though? What you think, Mr. Davis?
For the position that they play on average, and we don't realize this, the average running back is 3 to 4 years.
Yep.
I think that's the average. But we're so used to seeing these guys go above and beyond, and you see them their 10th year running back. But if you notice when they're in their 10th year running back, they don't get the love that they got when they was in that, like you said, that rookie contract. So that's a position that your lifespan in the NFL is really not for long.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, Saquon can feel that way. Try to get your signing bonus, my guy, because you know the rest of it is incentive based and it's not guaranteed like your bonus. Try to get you a nice signing bonus and just roll with it, man. You're not going to get quarterback money. You're not going to get wide receiver money. You're not going to get some of the defensive linemen or backs because your position, you're getting pounded every play. You dig?
All right, Mr. Our brother, the voice say Zeke got paid, then he got fat.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, man, I think I don't think it's too wrong, man, because at the end of the day, running backs get hurt a lot. You know what I mean? They do. At the end of and running backs' lifespan gets a little bit longer when they can catch the ball too. Yep. Because the NFL does not play like it used to. In the back in the day, everything was based around the run. Right now, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the pass and the run, and a lot of times the quarterback's running more than the running back's running. Think about it. There's a lot of running quarterbacks right now. A lot of running quarterbacks. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So they either pass or the quarterback doing quarterback sneaks. They getting or they doing like Lamar Jackson or Justin Fields. Those quarterbacks that's getting like 1,000 yards in a season.
Besides Envy, all them.
Yeah, all these. So, you know, right now quarterbacks got to run a little bit. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to change for them, man. I don't think so because I believe most teams or organizations think they can replace them with a lower paid player or like a rookie type player, a practice squad type player. They can get them in and let them run. You know what I mean?
If you can switch up the game, and Mr. G, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? Pay them, but make the contract shorter. Yeah, you can do. You can.
I
do
agree
that.
with that. Yeah, that's a good point, Mr. G.
You can do that, but that goes back to what I was saying. It's up to them to try to get. It's up for their agent to try to get that signing bonus and not be so incentive based heavy. See, a lot of these contracts are like, man, he signed a big contract, but it's if he reaches 1,000 yards, knowing good and well he got a bad knee. If he, you know what I'm saying? Like it's little elements that they put in there, and these incentive-based contracts, they be so incentive heavy. We talked about Ricky Williams in the last segment with them in my soapbox. His contract was so incentive heavy. It was no way in the world he was going to be able to fulfill that, and that's why he had one of the worst contracts ever signed by the New Orleans Saints when he was under no limit. But you know, we look at the Emmitt Smiths, we look at the Herschel Walkers and the Walter Paytons and all the greats, the Barry Sanders, as Hagan's saying. Like we look at these Adrian Petersons and Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch is a beast, and he wasn't in the league when Seattle let him go. He was a journeyman.
Right. That was
you dig what I'm saying?
That was it. Yep. Hagan say I agree with the market, but I also think the best running back should be paid like so. Pay Miles Sanders $6 million, but Saquon deserves 12. I hear you, bro. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I just think I think that can be true, and I think it should be shorter contract because the lifespan of quarterbacks are not long. The average lifespan of quarterback like what 3 to 5 years. For real? I mean not quarterback. I mean running back. My bad.
Running back 2 to 4 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 to 4 years. Like that, the lifespan ain't long. Quarterback's lifespan is way longer. You know what I'm saying? Tackles. A lot of these, their lifespan is way longer, man. And running backs, man, because they running right through the crowd and they getting hit way more than anybody else.
They get
really
hit
what it
every play. If it's not
they
a
get
block,
hit every play. That's right.
They getting falling on. If it's a catch, they tackle. Like every play, a running back is getting contact, no matter what. That's why their lifespan's so short.
Yep. All right, man. Last subject, man, before we run out of time. All right. NBA in-season tournament. Thoughts. NBA in-season tournament. Thoughts. Mr. Davis, what you think?
I think it's a way. You don't have the graphic up, do you?
No.
Okay, so they put them in groups. So in the West group, you got Memphis, Phoenix Suns, Lakers, Utah, and Portland. West Group B, Denver, the Clippers, Pelicans, Mavericks, and Houston. West Group C, you have Sacramento, Golden State, Minnesota, Oklahoma, San Antonio, so on and so forth. I'm not about to name all these one words in these teams.
I'm going to put it up in a second, bro.
Okay, so it'll pop up. I think it's a way of engagement for those people who want to do, like, he's not going to be available until Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a way for people right off the bat. It's bringing some type of excitement until you get to the All-Star break. Or no, until you get to Christmas. Because let's face it, the NBA don't get watched until Christmas. From us, it does.
For real.
From us.
Yeah, for us. But for
big
most
time,
people.
guess what the first thing the NBA releases in the preseason? NBA Christmas matchups this year. So this begins November 3rd, which is basically the first week of the season. Season typically starts about October 31st, play a few games, and then this is your brackets for the tourney. And I thought I had my stuff up on what people would get, but I don't have my notes on it, so I apologize for that. I think this tournament is to keep teams honest. It's incentives behind it. Like, it's not just winning a tournament. You get your little trophy, inaugural trophy. I think you get some extra cash. And I don't know what it really does for seeding. But this is just to get you to Christmas. That's all this is about.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a thing that they do in soccer. But I heard somebody say this, and I agree with it. American sports cannot deal with games that don't matter, right? In American sports, we love games that matter. That's why in football is so popular because every game matters. You know what I'm saying? But in basketball, really, a lot of the games don't matter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of games don't matter till towards the end of the year. Right. And with this, I don't think everybody going to understand it because the way they're doing is like on Tuesday and Fridays are in-season tournament games. And like Mr. G say, the winner only gets $500,000. Now, for the people that's on these low-budget contracts, they going to love this. You know what I'm saying? These up-and-coming dudes, I really think they need to put it up to like $1 million, though. You really want people playing hard. I'm not going to hate it because I didn't enjoy the play-in tournament, and I liked it better once it actually got started. So I'm going to give I'm going to give it a chance, but right now it kind of seems like, to me.
Gimmicky?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like a gimmick. You know what I mean? But, I mean, the 5, again, I think that's big. Wherever you heard that at, you're right. We don't care about games. Think about this. NBA Summer League, the championship was going on, and you had other teams still playing. Well, what I want to watch them for? They playing for nothing at this time. That's assessments. If you're assessing your squad and letting them play other people, do that at your facility. I don't want to see these one words no more. Hey, what are we here for?
You ain't winning nothing. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, I just really think in American sports, in soccer is different. They can deal with it. It's baked into soccer where some games they have these friendlies that don't matter. You know what I mean? Like it don't count for nothing. Ain't no friendlies in the NBA. The friendlies you got is called preseason. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But these they trying to get it like the NBA Cup trophy, kind of like you do in football. I mean, like they do in soccer. So it's weird, man. You barely notice it because of the skies as regular season games.
Yeah.
Right. And the only game is going to be different when they do the semifinals and finals of the tournament is in Las Vegas. That's it. Everything else is like so I think the winner of the tournament get added 2 more games to their season. So instead of 82, they getting 84. You know, so
and if you think about that, now you're going to punish me because I'm in this tournament. I already told you the season too long with 82. Yeah. So now you're going to make me play 84 of these bad boys? Nah, man.
The voice say it'll get people watching during the height of college football, the NFL season. We'll see, man. Like, I think America is football crazy in a good way. They love football. And I don't think nothing the NBA going to be able to pull too many viewers from the NFL until Christmas. And really after Christmas now, because now the NFL play on Christmas too. So,
yeah,
and
you're right. It is.
Texas. Appreciate you watching, fam.
Hey, appreciate you.
Let's see. Nate. The voice say it's just a way to repackage the regular season. I believe it. Yeah,
and that's exactly there. It is right there. It's a way to repackage the regular season because nobody's watching except for me. But I got to get up. You know what I'm saying? I got to get up so early. My league pass is really I'm just throwing away money in a sense, allegedly. But you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro.
Anyways, my league pass sitting there and I can watch my Heat. But even some games that come on regular TV, I'm not sitting in front of the TV for every single. I'm a diehard NBA fan. Yes. But I'm not such a Miami Heat fan that I want to see them play Orlando Magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tune in, but I'm not focused on the screen like that.
And me is the opposite. I'm watching every Grizzly preseason, any game. It don't matter who they playing.
You are?
The only games I don't watch is when the team is so sorry and we supposed to beat them. I cut it off and I watch it at the end when it's like the last 2 minutes because I know they'll mess around and trick off the game. Let's see. Hager say the NBA going to have to get Pat Mahomes on the Lakers to overthrow the NFL. Oh, man. Still won't. Still won't. NFL is like such a behemoth, man. Like it ruled the land. Look, man, it's exciting. I can't front. I'm an NBA fan, but I like NFL too, bro. And hey, it is what it is.
NFL
all right, man.
Hit different.
It hit different. Like they say on college, SEC, it just means more. It
right,
just does.
Right. Yo, there's no one word of the day. You know what I mean? The one word of the day, she don't play sports. So
right.
Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Check this out, man. David, we appreciate you coming through watching
yes, sir.
What he said in
Definitely
Texas.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so we appreciate you watching. Do us a favor, man. Hit that like, notification, subscribe button. Do exactly what you're seeing right there. If you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that like button. Tell your peoples what we got going on over here at Not the Same Podcast Sports. Hit the notification button. If you've already hit it, don't hit it again because you're going to unsubscribe yourself. So, my man, we normally don't do this because we at the end, but question, fellas, who you all think be the next NBA, NFL team to win the championship? Ooh.
NBA and NFL.
Yeah.
So NBA, I say
you can't.
I'm gonna say Lakers.
Really?
I'm gonna say Lakers. I'm just throw it out the blue. I just love what they did over the off season, and I think me and Rob both believe in 10-4 hat type things, and they're gonna go and give LeBron one more. But I think the Lakers are actually good. NFL.
I can't tell you, brother. Right now, until Kansas City show me otherwise.
Yeah,
bro,
I'm about to say Kansas City, bro, because
they didn't lose nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say because the Bills ain't billing like they used to, man.
No,
Like,
they're not.
So yeah, I say Kansas City.
Cincinnati may still do some stuff with Joe Cool, but
or the Eagles. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I forgot about the Eagles. They should have won last year for real.
So we normally don't do that, but my man watching us, so I don't know about the Suns, but they are building a bench. Yeah, so he got them. Eagles and Suns. We'll talk about that next week, man. That's a good topic. That's gonna be it.
Yeah. Mr. G, okay, I'm glad we ended the show, Mr. G. We love you, though, bro.
Or you can support us on Cash Out, Not the Same Podcast, or you go to notthesamepodcast.com/support. You dig what I'm saying? Because like the voice is rebuking them fakers, I'm rebuking them Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Belichick ain't winning no more. He ain't got it.
He ain't got it. He gonna mess around and get fired. All right, man. Listen, we'll be back tomorrow night with our music and faith show. Man, tune in tomorrow night at 6:00 Central Standard Time, and next week with the Bible study. Man, we got part 2 of our Bible study. So tune in next Tuesday for the Bible study, and look, probably next Wednesday with the sports show. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll let you know. We just tune in, you'll find out. With that being said, man, I'm C-Micah.
I'm Robert Damon. We're not haters. We're realists. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
That's right. And we out.
Christ lives in us, so we gave us the strength, so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why we